Shalom, Barak Diha, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakadash. All praises and glories definitely do, especially in the times we're living in. Much respects to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work. I say Shalom. All right, this is a revisit. This is a video. Again, this was done by Elder Montez Akbar of South Carolina. And, we're going to watch a tape here. And you're going to see the guy who's on there with the glasses, with the purple shirt on. He's the head of IUIC. He's the leader. He goes by the name of Bishop Nathaniel or Bishop Nate. And this man here, you're going to see a clip that took place about 5 years ago. He was being interviewed by a guy, I think it was, it's on the islands, I'm not sure where, I believe in the Bahamas. And the guy's dead now, the interviewer. I forget what his name is. But he's going to interview Nate. I think Nate has two of his people there, to read for him out of the scriptures. And the interviewer asks us about Jacob's trouble. And Nate clearly avoids Jacob's trouble as though it does not exist, as though it's not in the scriptures. And he clearly tells the guy that he goes to Revelations, the 11th chapter, and talking about that the elect of Israelites, are going to get beamed up, and that basically there is no Jacob's trouble. And he clearly says that. All right? And yet the man is telling him that there is going to be a Jacob's trouble. So then right here in the beginning clip here, you're going to see, because this was done about a week ago, that he got on the air, did this clip saying that he never said that there was going to be no Jacob's trouble. He says, well, at that time, 5 years ago, that's what I was talking about, that there was no Jacob's trouble and blah, blah, blah. So, he's just trying to, he's trying to save his ass, all right? So anyway, I believe I've broken it down for you. We're going to watch the video. Then I'm going to give you people some scripture because, again, this man is a liar, all right? And he's under a 501c3. So he's restricted from actually teaching truth, all right? And yet this man, goes by the title of being calling himself an Israelite and his group of men. All right, and but these people err, and in erring, they're going to mislead and misguide the people. All right, so and he's going to pay for that because he's no different than any other false prophet. All right, so without further ado, let's play the clip. And then we'll get to some scripture. Shalom. All right.
All right, watch this. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Now, this was some time ago. Like someone said a while ago, they said, Bishop Daniel, you said there's not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. If you listen closely to what I said, oh moron, I said back then, which was 5 years ago, we were not in Jacob's trouble at that time. Listening is an art. Listening is an art. So let's read it again. Go ahead.
We, Deuteronomy 28 showed that we would have gone through slavery.
Yes.
We'd have gone through oppression. What is next to happen to us? Liberation through Christ, or will there be something else, another form of slavery that we will go through, another tribulation that we'll go through before Christ established the kingdom? Yes, what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand. What's going to happen?
Will there be, yes,
What is going to happen before Christ makes
returns?
his second
Is there
coming?
going to be another
There's going
persecution?
to be war between the nations.
Yes.
Okay? The European Union will crumble. Okay? They will despise and fight against Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America.
Okay.
And it will burn America with fire.
So Europe is going to go to war
Yes.
with America.
Yes.
Yeah. But in terms of us black people now, will we go through another kind of slavery, another the tribulation that slavery was representative of?
Give me Noah, Matthew 24. You know what I want? So Christ,
What will happen to us immediately before Christ returns?
I'm going to show
As a people, as a race.
as a race.
Yes.
You know what I want right there?
Give me that quick. Yeah.
Matthew 24. Come on.
Yeah.
As it was.
Yeah.
You got it for me?
Yes, verse 38. Matthew 24, verse 38.
So to 37.
37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So that's going to be the outcome. We're going to be carrying along like la-di-da, like you're doing now.
Everything going all right.
That's right. War will be going on.
Carnival, excitement, and so on.
Then war will pop off.
So we
This
as a
will
people,
come.
will not go through an ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
No. Someone said a while ago, they said, Bishop Dan, you said there's not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. If you listen closely to what I said, oh moron, I said back then, which was 5 years ago, we were not in Jacob's trouble at that time. Listening is an art. Listening is an art. So let's read it.
How do you explain that?
Right, and we just heard him. He's a liar. He says there would be no persecution. There would be no Jacob's trouble. After the man questioned him, let's continue listening. See, and he's trying to cover his ass 5 years later, saying that he didn't say it.
Daniel 12.
Very
Daniel
good.
12 and verse 1.
Yes. Daniel 12.
There's a
Give me that.
time to come. At that time shall arise Michael, the great prince who has charge of your people. This is talking about the Hebrews. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never has been since there was that nation of Israel till that time. But at that time your people shall be delivered, every one whose name shall be written.
Yes.
This prophesies that Israel is going to go through something, a time of trouble such as never was. That means it is supposed to exceed, if we are the Israel, this should exceed slavery. This should exceed any horrors that we had gone through in our history. This is supposed to happen.
Yeah, the interviewer, again, who's dead now, he was reading out of Daniel 12 and 1. And don't worry, we'll get to that, all right, when we get to the scriptures.
Whoever are the true Israelite people just before the return of Christ, to the point that the archangel Michael will have to stand up for that people called the true Hebrews.
Yes.
And you just said that what we are looking for is not something that will eclipse transatlantic slavery, but a liberation through Christ.
That's right. I'm going to explain it.
But the true Israelites
Which
will
is us.
experience another Holocaust.
No, I'm going to explain it to you. Revelation 11:11.
Daniel 12:1.
I'm going to explain it. Well, I'm going to explain it with a precept that says the same thing.
Well,
Come on. Revelation 11, read quick.
If we are the true Israelites, then something else according to prophecy is supposed to happen to us on a scale that will surpass what happened in slavery.
Just watch.
All right.
Come on.
The book of Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them.
That's us waking up again. This is what you see here. The spirit of life
That's
from
right,
God.
two witnesses.
This is, two witnesses of the two kingdoms. Come on.
Yeah.
And they stood upon their feet,
That's what you see now.
Yeah.
and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, because Israel's going to come back together, Judah and Israel. Come on.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither.
This is what you call the rapture. Come up hither. Watch this.
And they ascended.
Go ahead, read it again.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
They ascended up to heaven in a cloud, which is a chariot. Here it comes.
Yeah.
And their enemies beheld
Our
them.
enemies going to see us. Who's the enemies? The white man. Watch this.
Verse 30.
But you missed the
Come on,
Daniel
wait,
12.
come on.
And the same hour
And the same hour, meaning the same time that we're taken up,
Yeah.
was there a great earthquake,
meaning destruction.
and
Right?
the 10th part of the city fell.
Meaning 10th part of the city is going to be destroyed. This is the great thing that Daniel's talking about, which shall never been since the world began.
No,
Thermal
this is
nuclear
saying Israel.
destruction.
This is saying the people of Israel.
So he's avoiding Jacob's trouble like it's never going to happen. You understand? He's going to the fact is that, you know, what, again, that Renaissance plantation Christianity BS about, you know, the rapture, all right? Well, yeah, we know that the Lord is coming back for his elect, but we're going to be here for Jacob's trouble. And this guy clearly is avoiding the fact that Jacob's trouble is going to happen. Okay? So again, he's a liar.
The people of Israel are going to experience a time of horror and a time of persecution and a time.
Where did you see persecution?
That's what it means. And there shall be a time of trouble for that people, not just generally.
Read it.
There shall be a time of trouble such as never has been since there was a nation till that time. But at that time your people shall be delivered. What it means is
destruction.
The people of Israel had gone through.
Someone said a while ago, they said, Bishop Dan, you said there's not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. If you listen closely to what I said, oh moron, I said back then, which was 5 years ago, we were not in Jacob's trouble at that time. Listening is an art. Listening is an art. So let's read.
They had gone through.
Yeah, and we heard it, right? It is an art, and we heard you. You're a liar. You know what? I'm not going to waste any more time with this. I'm going to go right to the scriptures here. I get started on that because I'm going to have to come back with a part 2 as well. So let's do that, all right? Give me a minute, all right? Yeah, if you people want, you people can go back. You know, you can finish it off, the video, all right? Again, it's only about 21 minutes total in length. All right, anyway, let's start here, all right? Jacob's trouble is very real, people, all right? Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. Who shall be saved out of it? The elect of Israelites. All right? A 1/3, okay? Which would be the 144,000. All right? They're all men, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, plus a great multitude. Saved out of it. In other words, we're going to be in it. All right, and sometime during the tribulation, Yahweh Shai and the angels will appear, break through the clouds. You know, this is all part of World War III, Armageddon. All this stuff is happening simultaneously. All right, and when the missiles are on their way being sent onto America, Babylon the Great, the elect will scarcely be saved, will be beamed up into the ships. Not these bodies, but your spirits. All right? Because these bodies are corrupt. And within a twinkling of an eye, we'll get our new bodies. All right? That's pretty much the way it's going to go down. All right. You know what? We'll end this here. We'll come right back with part 2 and pick it up here. All right? Shalom.